Yo, 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 what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What go down, everybody? Thank y'all for joining the Chop Shop for the Rockets versus the Sixers post-game reactions, man. How are y'all feeling out there tonight? We got us another dub. Man, this team, man, we might be on to something, man. We might be on to something. We winning these games and we're not even playing our best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think we really played good. Jalen played good, towards the end. It was a struggle. We really had to work it forward on second chance points and rebounding and free throws. That's what really kept us in the game until it was really time to get it. But a double overtime win against a veteran squad. Like I said before, we needed to get Embiid inside of foul trouble. We managed that. We did that. Even though we lost Sengun as well. It was a whole bunch of fouls this game. On both sides, the referees really made their presence felt tonight, to say the least. They really didn't let too much slide. They was on everybody. They was handing out fouls left and right. But the positives, man, we got some young bulls, man. We got some young hogs for real. Like, I still don't like our offense. I still don't like how we really looked on offense. But the defense in the third quarter really stepped up and kept us in the game. And Tari Eason, man, like, if it wasn't for Tari, this game probably would have got away from us real soon. So, man, that was a great game. Let me see. Let's go to the roll call, everybody. Let's see who we got in here with us. We got Brittany's Family Chaos. Appreciate you, Brittany, for joining us. George Wu, what's good? He says it's a fantastic game for sure. Harlan St. Clair, what's happening, Harlan? For the Culture Gaming, appreciate you. Yes, sir. Sigga Miggs, what's happening? He said good heckling win for sure. For the Culture Gaming, had to ruin Lil Baby and Harden's date night. You wild. KRTs, what's happening, KRTs? Appreciate you for joining us. Jeremy Clemens, what's happening, Jamie? J Clips, what's good with you, brother? Appreciate you for joining us, man. You know how we do it over here at the Chop Shop. J Clips is an affiliated member of the Chop Shop, man. So y'all show that boy Jeremy Clemens some love in the chat, man. He like my little brother, man. We go way, way back. Scoot Channel, what's good? Kenny S, what's happening? Sold Autumn, what's happening, Sold Autumn? Appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. Let's see, Gary Bankston, appreciate you, Gary Bankston. Derek Grant, what's happening? J-Mon M, what's good? Cheesy Waffles, what's happening? Appreciate everybody for joining us here in the chat and for the Rockets versus the Sixers, man. Like, I really didn't have too much time to pull too many stats, so I'm gonna be reading some stats off my phone, and we gonna hop in it and we gonna look at it. What kept us in this game. Besides, it really is all heart, man. It was all heart tonight. It was a lot of heart. We just refused to lose. And I know, like, I don't know if y'all seen the post-game interview with Jalen Green. My dude was tired, man. He was sucking gas, man. He was really sucking gas, bro. Like, but the Rockets won 132-123 behind Jalen Green, 27 points. He also had 7 assists, and Jabari Smith led us with rebounding. Let's see. Trying to get to all the plus minuses and all of that. All right. See more. Come on, man. What are you doing? All right, here we go. Yeah, double overtime victory. In spoiled James Harden return again, and his return back to the court from injury. So the field goal percentage, we shot 42 for 94 for 44.7%, and they shot 39 for 87 with 44.8%. So we shot about the same amount at the rim. Rebounds, we had 51 to their 39. So we out rebounded another opponent like we have been lately. Just from heart and guts, we've been rebounding. You know, we like the number 1 offensive rebounding team in the league, and we top 3, I believe, in rebounding right now. So they had 11 offensive rebounds. We had 16 offensive rebounds. We still had too many turnovers. We had 18. They had 19. So we was tit for tat in that. They had 34 fouls. We had 27. So you see, we've been getting to the rim, as I stated before. That's one of our keys. We know we don't shoot well, so we go straight to the goal, and we draw fouls when we can. We use our athleticism real well to draw fouls like that. So from 3-point, they were 17 for 36 for 47% from 3-point line. They shot lights out from 3-point. Tobias Harris, I had said before in our pregame show that we needed to watch him, and he almost, was a key role in bringing them back, and they almost pulled this one out because he was real big for them. We shot 14 for 39 from 3-point for 35%, so we was decent, right at league average. We shot 34 for 44 free throws, man. We shot 44 free throws. They shot 36 free throws. We was 77.3% from the free throw line. So once again, we're seeing that we're being the more aggressive team, going to the hole, racking up the fouls, racking up the free throws, and making the opponent pay for it, because we actually led the league last year in free throws percentage. Shots taken, but we was dead last in shots made. So that was one key that I said before the season was turnovers and free throws, and we've been doing real good in the free throw category. Now our assists, I think we need more better ball movement. It's still a whole lot of isolation. 19 assists, we only had 19, but they only had 23. So we're right in the ballpark with them on that. They had 10 steals, we had 9 steals. They had 6 blocks, we had 3. We had 52 points in the paint. Even though they still had Joel Embiid down there clogging it up, we still managed 52 points in the paint, like I said, from being aggressive, going to the hole, even when our shots not falling. We had 0 fast break points, man. That's one of the keys I said we needed to have. Fast break points, limit, getting fast out in transition. I don't know why we choose to play slow like for 3 quarters. We played slow for 3 quarters and we kept them in the game. Once the 4th quarter came, it looked like they got a little gas because, like I said earlier, before they are an older team, we want to use our athleticism and our speed to kind of gas them out, and that's what happened. So we started playing faster in like mid 4th quarter, right into the overtime, and then we started getting a lead once we started playing faster. Like, I don't know why they want to, set up everything in the half court. It didn't make sense to me. But our bench actually had 43 points. Their bench only had 24 points. So our bench stepped up big tonight with 43 points. Tari Eason was the main culprit off the bench. Him and KJ Martin, as always stiff, man. KJ, he's always stiff, bro. I don't know why we would ever think about trading this guy, for real. So we're gonna run them down. We're gonna run them down and look at it. Our starters, Eric Gordon played 40 minutes. He had 14 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. He was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He was 3 from 8 from the 3-point line. He was actually a +2. Jalen Green, he had 27 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. He shot 9 for 20, not the best, but he got to the free throw line. He was 9 for 10 from the free throw line. These are the type of games I said when he's shooting bad, he still needs to get to the free throw line to accomplish that, and he did that. He was 0 for 7 from threes. He did not hit a three-pointer, but he was a plus 12 in the plus minus. One thing he was not good at tonight, and I was getting ready to come on here and totally roast him. You know, he had 7 turnovers, bro. He had 7 turnovers. That's not good at all. You know, he almost doubled KPJ in turnovers. Like, at one point in time, like, he turned it over 3 times in a row. But Jalen Green, he stepped up when we needed him, and he came in and he did what he had to do. But it was still a painful watching our offense run. It's really still painful. KPJ, he played 43 minutes. He had 24 points, 3 assists. He had 6 rebounds. He had 4 turnovers, but he was a plus 13. So LP, he played 34 minutes, 8 points. He only had 8 points, 8 rebounds, a steal and a block, and he was a plus 8. Jabari Smith, he played 39 minutes. He had 16 points, 11 rebounds. He was 3 for 8 from the field, and he was 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. He was 7 for 9 from free throws. So he missed 2 big ones late in the game in the fourth quarter. I was like, oh man, I hope that was going to come back to haunt us. But he ended up stepping up and hitting a big 3-pointer in overtime that closed the gap, and he was a plus 8. So let's look at our bench. Our bench, Tari Eason, he played 20 minutes. He had 18 points, man. He had 18 points. He had 6 rebounds. He shot 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, and he was 0. So he did good. Bruno Fernando, man, he had 16. I mean, he had played 16 minutes. He had 6 points. He had 8 rebounds. He needed to bounce back because he didn't have a good game rebounding the game last game. He had 0 rebounds, so he stepped up. He was 2 for 4 from the free throw line, and he was a plus 2 in his minutes he played. Let's see, KJ Martin, he played 19 minutes. He had 14 points off the bench. He was 5 for 7 from the field goal. He was 1 for 1 from 3-point line, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, and he was a plus 15 off the bench. KJ Martin was a plus 15 off the bench, man. This dude needs to be in the star lineup. I don't know what Silas is doing. But yeah, man, it was a good team victory. You see, like, we had, 5 people in double digits. We showed heart. We showed grit. We just looked like a real good team despite of, it's something about the resolve of this team. Even though they haven't been playing together a long time, you can see they starting to figure things out. So as much hassle and stuff that I've been giving Coach Silas, I have to tip my hat to him today. I think he played Garrison Matthews a little bit too long, but we didn't see too much of Knicks, so he kind of balanced that out, and he's been doing all right with his rotations. I thought he wasn't going to bring LP back into the game to even finish out the fourth quarter, but he brought him back right at the right time with like 3 minutes left, and he let LP work through it, some of his fouls and some of his, shortcomings. He let him go up against Embiid. Silas seemed like he's learning. He really seems like he's learning. Like, the whole team is learning, even the coach. Even the coach is learning. You know what I'm saying? So that was a great team win. I'm still not big on our offense and how it looks, but I guess when you win, I guess you can't have too many complaints. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put up more points than them, a good team. Harden, he was real out of it. Like, the first half, he tried to make a little run at the end, but he was gassed. You seen Coach Doc Rivers, he pulled him for about 3-4 minutes, let him go back and sit down because I didn't think he was going to finish the game either. But he ended up coming back. Bro, like, I don't know what more I could say about this team and just the hustle and the dogs that we got. Like, it's not pretty. These games that we're winning are not pretty wins. These games are like veteran type games that we're winning. Like, you see these type of games, grit out and grind out games from like veteran type squads. You know, even though we come up and we kind of look a little bit disjointed a lot. You know, our offense can really look better. But the fact that we're pulling out these ugly games have to, you know, be a confidence booster for these guys. Even though they're not playing their best games, we're coming out and we winning. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This is crazy, bro. Like, I'm starting to get surprised. This team is starting to surprise, literally starting to surprise me, because we was in that game. The first 5 minutes, it's like we spot the team 10 points for some reason. We don't want to score until the team have 10 points. Then we'll score and we'll wake up a little bit and start doing some things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let me get over here to these comments, man. Y'all filling up the chat, man. Let's see what a good place I'm gonna start, man. Y'all started. Okay, let's say Gary Bankston, what's happening? He said Petita paid for the fix. I don't know. Petita pretty cheap, bro. Petita pretty cheap. Derrick Grand, he said, what's up, Space Ghost? Great game against James Harden for sure, Derrick. Appreciate you for joining us, brother. J-Mon M, he said, we need to apologize to Silas. Hey, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Like, I just opened with my opening monologue, man. Like, Silas, he's been doing all right, man. Like, maybe he's gonna make a lot of us eat crow here soon. You know, I'm not all the way off his butt yet, but man, he's making a case. He's making a case. I'm not gonna lie. Cheesy Waffles, what's good, Cheesy Waffles? He says Harden helping the Rockets win. Good shit. Yeah, for sure. Miss Skis or Miss Skies. I don't know how you say it. Muskies. I'm gonna say Muskies. Muskies. Good win today. Appreciate you, Muskies, for coming through, man. J-Mon M says Sixers fans turning on more. Hey, he went and got all these old nursing home guys. He got our sloppy second, so that's all on them. Here we go. Demetrius Blue the Kid. What's good? Demetrius Blue the Kid. Appreciate you for joining us. Dakari Claxton, what's good? He says the team looked real good tonight. What year you think we'll maybe make the playoffs? I'll say if you haven't checked out the page in the channel, Frank actually went through this. That's like 2 days ago. It's an excellent video to where Frank really break down like the past teams like that's been bottom 5 in the league for the last like 20 years. And usually, I'm quoting Frank and his numbers, usually it takes about 4 years for them to get back into playoffs. So I would say not next year, but the year after this, the year after next, we should really be looking at a solid playoff team. Now next year we might flirt with the play-in, you know, but the year after, 2026, we should be, no, I'm sorry, 2024, 2025, we should be looking at like a solid playoff team. So that's the timeline, Dakari. That's the timeline. Noah, what's good? Noah says, damn, my heart stopped when Harden took that game-winning shot. Luckily he missed. Yeah, mine did too, bro, for real. Kenny S says the refs finally calling fouls for us. Man, they ain't tripping because we being more aggressive, bro. Like, we actually going into bodies and throwing our weight around a little bit, using our athleticism to really, we forcing them to call it now. Last year, we was more like, hey, you know, I'm going to go in here lackadaisical and see if I get a call, you know, foul searching. Nah, we making them blow that whistle now. Like, the last couple of games, like, Phoenix can't complain. You know, we just had 44 free throw shots again on Philadelphia. And like I said, this is nothing new. We had these type of performances last year where we went to the line a ton of times. We just wasn't able to finish in them. You know, we just was sorry at free throws last year. That's pretty much the bottom line is. We making them now. Here we go. Aaron Lee, what's good, Aaron Lee? Aaron Lee says, sheesh, that was a good game. Still really like what Bari did in midst of all this. Yeah, man, Jabari, he just got that dog in him. He's like the last 3-4 games, he's the only one that's been really efficient. He's not taking shots that's out of his range. He's not taking shots that's off balance when he's working to get the shots that he's wanting, and it's starting to pay off to where he's shooting at a better clip, and he's looking tons better on the boards and defensively. So yeah, man, Jabari is that guy. Jabari, he's starting to wake up, man. He's starting to wake up. Aaron Lee says KPJ defense tonight was crazy. Yeah, KPJ worked. He was working. He was making Harden work. KPJ had a solid game. He made some dumb turnovers as well, but he had a pretty solid game. Through it all, he got hit. I thought he had a concussion when Harden went up and elbowed him through the chin. So thought he had a concussion, but he came back, showed some resolve, and fought through it and pulled us a victory out. Arsenio, what's good? He says Green in 2 years or more will be a triple-double machine. Once he add more muscle, commit to rebounds more. I agree. I don't know about a triple-double machine, but it wouldn't be surprised me if he started getting like 7 to 8 triple-doubles a season. You know what I'm saying? And flirting with a triple-double, a quarter of a season, So, yeah, man, I can see it. I can definitely see it. George Wu says our rebounding is our secret weapon. It is, man. We just hustle and we out hustle guys. Like, to be a young team, that's what you got to do. You got to out hustle people. You got to use your athleticism. You got to use your legs. I still think we played too slow for the vast majority of the game. That once we started, getting out there, running, gunning, and applying pressure to them, we see them start making mistakes. And we see one thing we starting to do, I guess, Lionel Hollins, since I'm going to the defense now, Lionel Hollins is starting, I guess, to trust these guys to be in the right spot or make the right rotational, because we started doubling Joel Embiid just like we did DeAndre Ayton, like I said. And what did Joel Embiid do? I told y'all, he's a guy we can speed up. I told you we can speed him up. And we sped him up. And he made some crucial turnovers at the wrong time. He was a dog. He was a beast a lot of the game. But when it came down to crunch time, we doubled him and we made him give it up, made him be a facilitator. And he wasn't able to do it. He threw it out of the bounds. He threw it over people's heads. And that's defensive game planning. That's what it'll get you. That's what defensive game planning will get you. That's the only thing I've been really... Let me see. Yeah, there we go. That's the only thing that I've been really harping on with our defense. That our defensive game planning just haven't been up to par, for sure. But yeah, George Wu, our rebounding is great. I have no complaints. Here we go. Aaron Lee says the rough start are still annoying me. Bad habit. Yeah, that's why I was mentioning to Frank. That's not something you want to continuously do. Have to climb out a 10-point deficit every time. That's just extra work. Harlan St. Clair says all those fouls just slowed the game down. You not lying, bro. They really did. GPOG, what's happening? He says our offense is horrible. I agree, GPOG, man. Like, it was an ugly win. We've been having a lot of those ugly type wins, but our heart and our defense comes up, bend don't break, type thing. So yeah, bro. But our offense, man, we need to get it together on the offense. Kenny S says it's not that they don't try to score on fast breaks. Other teams just always know to get back against us. They don't even bother the rebound misses. Yeah, you could be kind of right, because we got that athleticism. You don't want anybody lagging back, because they know we want to run in transition. So yeah, you got a point there, Kenny S. Noah says might sound bad, but he might have to start losing if we want Victor Wembanyama. Man, I don't know, man. You might have to give up your Wembanyama dreams. Maybe you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, man. We don't look like we're gonna be bad enough just to guarantee us at least a top 3 pick. Like, So I don't know. Keep on wishing on a star though, Noah. Baba Shola, what's up, Baba Shola? Says, does anyone in here think casual Knicks will one day become an average point guard? What is the ceiling for Knicks? I hope the ceiling for Knicks is off my team. For real, cause Tata, I don't think Tata can be any worse than Knicks. Like, put him in there. Let Tata get some burn. I think they called him up for a reason. Maybe Knicks is a little bit on the hot seat. Maybe Silas, the way I'm looking at it and the way Silas is starting to coach and the way Silas is starting to handle his rosters and stuff, he's trying to win games. And maybe he's starting to go cut some fat. And maybe Knicks is one of those fats that got to go. But I think Tata can do it. But I don't think Knicks he might not be a NBA level player, for sure. Julian Allen says, let's go. Your son predicted a great win job. Go Rockets. Yeah, man. Rob Stradamus been on it, man. Every time, I think he's like 3-1. Truthfully, the last like 4 times he predicted, he's like 3-1. So maybe we need to make that a staple, man. Maybe Rob Stradamus can take us to the play-in or something, man. Like, he's been a little good luck charm, man. He said he want to do this type of thing one day. So hopefully it's a good start for him, for sure. Here we go. Go Cop. What's good, Go Cop? Go Cop, he says Al P 5 offense, 3 defensive rebounds. How he can't get a defensive rebounds or how he excel in offensive rebounds. I don't know. That is kind of weird. I would say instincts, but I would think the ball is coming off the same way, whether it's offense or defense. It's still hitting the rim or something like that and coming off. Honestly, man, I don't know. But somebody else had made that point. Can't remember who it was, but somebody else had made that point that he plays real hard on offense and get the offense rebounds, but not so hard on defense. But yeah, good eye, Go Cop. A Goose Gosko. What's good? A Goose Gosko. Big rebounds from Bari. Yeah, Bari, he's turning into a better rebounder than what I thought he would be, for sure. Same with you, Harden St. Clair, for sure. Scott Martin says, why is Bari playing 20 minutes at this point? This man is a dog. He got into foul trouble. Him and Sengun got into foul trouble early, so they had to sit down for a little while. But yeah, I agree. He is a dog. He got that dog in him. Arsenio said trade going for Melton or Matisse so Eason and Martin can get his minutes and develop more, man. I've been saying that for how long? I don't know, bro. I've been saying that for so long, bro. And when it happened, I might just bust out the old school hammer or something. I'll be so happy to get this man out my squad. But for sure, I agree with that. George Wu says Eason had 3 steals. And they was like almost 3 of them. They all 3 came within like 2 minutes of each other. Like, he was just everywhere at one point in time. The man Eason, he was everywhere, man. He kept us in this game. If I have to give a game ball, I will give it to Tari. I give it to Tari, man. He kept us in it. GPOG says Jabari is already really good. I hate he has to take the back seat in our offense. Yeah, man. I agree. Miss Ski says Tari is a thief. Like the swiper no swipey. We're gonna have to make a swiper no swipey little meme or something for Tari. Yeah, man, he's a thief for real. Swaggy D says good team win. They wanted this one bad for sure. They really did, bro. Appreciate you for joining us, Swaggy D. Pinhead Larry 7034. What's good? He says this game had me on the edge of my seat. Yours and mine both for sure. Big Ready Man STL joining late, but what a good win for us. I think they're starting to get a good feel for each other. I agree for sure. Julian Allen. Julian Allen. Josh Christopher should get more PT. Man, you got to take that up with Silas, man. I don't know what it is, what it is between him and Silas, but yeah, I don't know. I can't argue with you. August Gasco says Knicks had some troubles with the traps and pick and roll because he's not very athletic. He don't really have a good handle, so he really can't, dribble out of certain situations. Like, he just need to, when he see the double come, he needs to just pass it because he can't get himself out of sticky situations like that. Aaron Lee says, who could we get for Knicks? Another player or just picks? I don't think we can get nothing for Knicks, bro. I really don't. I don't think we can get nothing for Knicks, man. I don't see nobody needing them. You know, if you want a unathletic point guard that just turns the ball over, maybe. You know, maybe. But I don't think we can get nothing for him, though, for real. Here we go. Pinhead Larry says, I'm starting to believe Jabari has that clutch factor. Yes, indeed. I do. I am too. Jalen to a point too. Jalen starting to show it too. GP says, I'm tired of seeing Knicks, Gordon Matthews, and Silas. I'm definitely with the 3 out of the 4. You know, I'm pretty close with Silas as well, but definitely those first 3. Eric Gordon really didn't play too bad today, but yeah, I definitely agree because once Gordon moved, we could see more of Tari and KJ Martin. And Tate, he can just stay. I ain't gonna say stay hurt because I don't want nobody to be injured, but I ain't missing Tate. I'm not missing Tate at all, and I always say that. Benny Mac, what's good, Benny Mac? Benny Mac says we had Embiid in foul trouble at halftime, and Silas didn't capitalize from it. He could have used LP to do it, or Jalen, or KPJ to attack him. Just because we won doesn't make Silas a good coach. Man, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I second that. Sigga Mig says these are gritty dogs win. Yeah, you right about that. Harden St. Clair says, yeah, Nick still, but Benny Mac says GP for real. Aaron Lee says, oh man, I had to dip real quick. What I missed? You ain't missed nothing, bro. But appreciate you. Thank you for coming back, dog. Thank you for coming back. Kayet and Ingen. I think that's how you spell it. Engine. Surely was a tough matchup for LP. The next games will show if he'll resist being converted into a role player or not. Silas get a good sleep. Yeah, man. I just think Silas is gonna use LP like almost as a gimmick. I ain't gonna say gimmick, man, because he's legit. But I think Silas sees him more as a gimmick, like as an off-tempo type offense when he gets in, like no type of staple, you know, from his assets of what he brings to the table. So yeah, you know, I don't think Silas really likes Sengun's skill set. Truthfully, I don't think he likes his skill set. But yeah, you might be right though, Kaya. You might be right. Noah says that alley oop by Jalen. What was that? Yeah, man. I think he thought KJ Martin was gonna go get it, but he didn't. He didn't go get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he thought KJ Martin was gonna get it, bro. And that's one of the few times I was like, Jalen, what is you doing? Like, he had some head scratchers this game, bro. He really did, but he stepped up when need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came through when we needed him. So I can't be too mad with Jalen, but yeah, he had some head scratchers, dog. He really did. Here we go. Baba Shola says maybe Silas listening to you guys and making an adjustment. Hopefully, maybe he is. Hopefully he listening to somebody. You know, hopefully he's listening to somebody for real. Benny Mac says funny when you watch every play in the second half and you see 3+ arm chops to our players driving and no call. The NBA needs to clean this up. It is ruining the game. I agree. I don't know why they let them get away. It seems like they always let opposing teams be much more physical with us. So whenever they start getting calls against them in crunch time, it's like it throws them off because it's like y'all been letting us play like this whole time. You know what I'm saying? So why you want to call that one? You know, so I don't know why they always say a young team got to earn calls, but that's baloney, bro. That's really baloney, dog. I think if it's a call, it's a call. You know what I'm saying? If it's a call, call it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, if it's a call, call it. Here we go. Third Coast Alliance, appreciate you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you for $5 super chat, Third Coast Alliance. You said, let me see. Said Tari gave us a Kawhi performance tonight. Bored man gets paid. Appreciate that super chat, and yes. Now this is the thing about Tari. If he does this type of thing more consistently, man, the sky. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, man, the sky's the limit for this guy. If he because he hit some threes too. So if he can get that three ball up to like a 35% respectable, and he get that layup package going, bro, Tari will be just almost like a Kawhi. A little mid-range, he got the height, he got the mechanics, he got the body size, he got the hands. So much of his measurables do, project to be Kawhi-ish. So if we can get even Tari to be even, I'm talking about prime Kawhi, lockdown, mid-range jumper, Jordan-esque jumper, mid-range jumper. If we can get Tari to even half of that, oh man, bro, we cooking. You know what I'm saying? We cooking, bro. So yeah, man, I can definitely see that Tari Kawhi comparison when he have games like this. You know what I'm saying? But some games he look more Russell Westbrookish. You know what I'm saying? Like out of control, but body positioning and body twerking and the way he does it in this little George Gervin scoop layups he can turn into something, man. He can turn into something. And if he even, like I said, close to Kawhi, bro, we cooking. We cooking for sure. Let's see who we got in here with us, man. We got where I left off. Joe Blue, I didn't see your super chat, $2. He says overlooking the box score, Tari, Bari, KJ, nice stats. Yes, for sure. They had great stats. This team. I'm not gonna say, man. Cause I don't want to. I'm trying to temper my expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like. Because we seen us go last year on like a 7-game winning streak, and then we didn't win like another 15 games in a row. So, but I would say this team is much different than last year's. We don't have a black hole like Christian Wood. I'm not trying to drag Christian Wood. We all know what that man represented when he was here. But we are really, really moving in the right direction. Like, for us to win these games is special, man. It's like, it really is. Like, these teams that we beaten, it's not like we just beating up on the OKCs and the Magic or anything like that, man. We are beating quality playoff contending teams, like, and we holding them. So yeah, Joe Blue, overlooking the box score, like, yeah, man, like Tari, Bari, and KJ, man. And what's crazy, them three can be our starting, 4/5s or something eventually, like interchangeable, bro. Like, it's straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, we on a roll, bro. Like, dog. I mean, This win just got me so excited, bro, because we didn't play our best, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we showed up. We showed up. Where I was at. Let's see. Albert Marquin, what's good? What's happening, bro? Appreciate you for joining us. Third Coast Alliance, Jabari had 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 block, timely buckets. For sure. John, Texas, what's happening? Appreciate you for joining us. Jabari Smith Jr. stepped up big time for sure, bro. Jabari is a dog, and I'm glad we got him. GPOG says, you feel me, Benny Mac. Sigga Mig says, if they get a high lottery pick, they should be within the play-in, right? Yeah, I agree. even like I said, man, if they keep playing like this, like they are today, you know what I'm saying? If they playing like this past week, we had some good victories. If they keep playing like this, man, we might flirt with it this year. Now I don't know if we're gonna get it, you know, off the rip, but we might, you know what I'm saying, at least flirt with it, because our schedule is gonna lighten up. Like, we still haven't played a whole lot of mid to bottom teams. We've been playing the upper echelon of both conferences, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, we looking good, man. We looking good. Here we go. So yeah, like that high lottery pick, yeah, man, it'll just be icing on the cake, Sigga. It'll be icing on the cake. Quabina Achina, what's good? He says, kind of glad Maury Ball is over so we can build a contender instead of trying to buy one. You ain't lying, man. Like, Maury was so overrated. Not overrated, but I think he get a lot of recognition because of James Harden. And he did build a contender, so I can't knock him. But yeah, man, like, I didn't like his whole style and philosophy of playing basketball. Like, I stomached it, but I wouldn't. That's not how I would choose to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So Zach Williams says KJ Martin has one of the hardest tomahawks in the game for sure. John Texas, what's good? Hey, you know what? Let me know. Since y'all wanted to see if we could take callers, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. Man. And if y'all want to get on, y'all would just have to get on. Y'all don't have to give, show your microphone. Your camera, but you can get your microphone and give it permission to this link, and you can come up and you can give your own take. So let me know if that's what y'all want to do, and I'll drop a link in there for y'all, bro. Like right now. So let me know who want to come up on this game night and give me your take and give the Rockets Chop Shop your own take from your own mouth. Let me know, bro, and I'll put that up. Let's see. I'm about to get the link right now for y'all. Just give me a minute. Alright, let's go. Put that there. Put this here. Alright. Alright, there go a link, man. If y'all want to come up, just give me your permission to your microphone, and you can come up and give your own take off, from right here. Let everybody know how you feeling. Let everybody know. Get it off your chest. Okay, let's see, man. We got some more people up in here. Some new faces. Shin Shun Chin. He said Nick's off. What's good? Shin Shun Chin. I hope I'm saying that right. We got a Russian cat in here. He said he don't know what we saying, but appreciate you. I don't know how to say your name, but from Mother Russia, appreciate you for joining us here at the Chop Shop, man. Free Ukraine. Here we go. Let's see. Kenny S says all the games we won versus playoff teams was gritty, tough, sloppy games. You ain't lying about that, bro. You ain't lying about that. Third Coast Line says, what's the language setting at PG-13 R? Wow, what's that? What's up, man? You like, I be trying to keep it, I don't know who really be listening to these chats and these pods, bro. So I kind of try to keep it clean, but I let it slip sometimes, bro. So I don't be trying to just be, all buttoned up. But yeah, I let it slip sometimes. So I would say PG-13 for most of the part, bros. But I just don't know how old everybody is in the chat, so I'm trying to respect everybody. Third Coast. Kenny says Jalen won't average 25 points per game this year, but if he does, I'll love it. Jabari can win Rookie of the Year, but he has to get close to Paolo in numbers. Yeah, I think Paolo probably just have the assist in just the usage. I think Paolo averaging like 20 some points a game. So yeah, man, yeah. But if you look at the defensive impact that Jabari might have by the time the season is over, maybe Jabari's all around impact a show to where he's locking down people, the defenders, and he's getting it all good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Okay, Super Chat Spaceman notification ain't working. I know what happened with that. Let's see. It didn't give me let's see. It should work now, bro. It should work now. I was wondering why it didn't come up. I don't know what happened right there. But good looking out, Joe Blue. Good looking out. Yeah, but this team, man, like, I want somebody to come up, and I want to hear from y'all, bro. Like, I want to hear from y'all. Like, this was a hell of a double overtime game, and y'all don't want to get on here and say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. This team is I can't even describe this team right now, bro. Like, and I'm not really, like I said, I'm not gonna really give all credit to Silas, but I guess I gotta ease up on Silas a little bit. And I think y'all should ease up on Silas just a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Cause he's starting to, unless you want to tank, and he's starting to do the opposite of what everybody else want him to do and look confident and actually win. You know what I'm saying? So unless you want to tank, you ain't on Silas a fan right now. But yeah, man, like, the team is stepping in the right direction, bro. They stepping in the right direction. Let's see. Sigma Mig says Chop Shop fan shot. Yeah, man, I see that, bro. I guess they just like to hear me talk, I guess. Y'all like to hear me talk, I guess, huh? Tommy Mack, what's good? Tommy Mack says Bari just got his jersey bought. I need them to get him the pill, bro. Yeah, I hear you. You just bought it up. You just bought the Tari. You just bought the Tari jersey. Oh, the Bari jersey. Man, for sure. I'm not really a jersey guy no more. Like, I don't know why. I kind of like outgrew the jersey. But the ones I do have, I just have them hanging in my closet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I might end up getting me a couple though from this team. I think this team gonna probably make me remember them some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to get a couple jerseys from them. Like, I would get a Bari jersey. I'll get a Bari or a Jalen Green jersey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but right about now, I gotta let y'all know that we do have the hot merch. We do got the merch over here, and jumping there. I didn't get the new Alper and Sengun hot release shirt. So we got two new. They call Always LP. New shirt designs in the Chop Stop store right now. The link is in the description. Go ahead, hit it up, get in there, get you some merch. Check them out. These are some fire designs by LP. Free LP from Rockers Twitter. What's up, Free LP? Thanks for designing the merch, man. Appreciate you. Go ahead and click the link in the description. Go ahead and look, man. Appreciate everybody that's been buying the merch. They are starting to really pick up, and we're getting more and more better designs for y'all. So everybody out there, go ahead and hit the link in the description and go right over there to the merch store and copy some merch, man, for the Chop Shop for Christmas or however you like to celebrate. Yeah, not only that, I gotta mention everybody that's in the chat. If you see everybody in the chat with the mustard, ketchup and mustard old school logo by their name, that means they are a part of our membership here at the Chop Shop, and you can hit the link in the description to join a Chop Shop membership, and you can get all the release content ahead of time, or we got certain exclusive content only for our members that you can also access, and it's like almost an inside joke type thing that, well, only certain people that, got the pass can get in. So if you got the membership VIP pass, you can get in. You can watch those videos as well that me and Frank put together for everybody out here at the Chop Shop. And we also will have, it's tiers. So whichever one you get discount on merch and a whole lot of different things. So click the link, go through, consider becoming a member here at the Chop Shop with us. So we appreciate everybody in advance for that. Here we go. Harden St. Clair says, who got those spicy takes for Low Key Silas Fan Club, aka Chop Shop? Who got them takes, man? Like, who got them? Somebody was asking when y'all gonna take callers, and nobody want to get the link and hit it up there and come talk to me. Yeah, but it's okay. The KO King, what's good? He says, I just don't want them having the worst record in the league again this year. I agree, bro. I don't want to be the first team in the league ever to have be the bottom team 3 years in a row. That just don't look good. It just don't look good for culture. It don't look good as an organization. It don't look good as fans. How we gonna, talk a little smack and we the worst team in the league 3 years in a row, bro? That's not what's up. That's not how I want to do it. And I agree with that, KO King. Kenny S says Silas, he just got to be the scapegoat if the team fails. Yeah, I mean, that's almost how it goes. The coach is going to be the scapegoat. He's going to be the first one to go. That's just the nature of the business. You know what I'm saying? Woozy says, I'm a lurker, but if I talk, it would be just complaining about how unrealistic the fans be acting. Hey, man, however you feel, that's your feelings. That's your deal. We don't censor nobody over here at the Chop Shop, bro. So you can let it rip. Whatever you want to talk about, as long as it's Rockets related, bro, let it rip. We not gonna stop you from getting your take off, Woozy. So you more than welcome, bro. You more than welcome. Benny Mac says, what's with the last play Silas draws up in the fourth quarter? 3 seconds to go and give it to Jalen, who has been hit and miss. Sengun off easily cooked Embiid off the hook, and possibly a free throw. I hear you. I didn't really have a problem with the last play. Besides that, Jalen wasn't the hot hand. I didn't think Jalen was the hot hand. I think Jabari was the hot hand. I think we should have let Jabari take that shot. Win or lose, I think we should have let Jabari take that shot. He was the only one that was really hitting from deep around that time. I would rather see Jabari take that shot than Jalen Green at that time. But I can't be mad because I said before that when the games are close, I want to see Jalen Green with the ball in his hands. So, and that's what we seen. I can't be mad at that. Benny Mac said, Benny Mac said Sengun has a good percentage again against opposing bigs. Yeah, like he said, he get the boys in foul trouble. He used that head fake really good. He get boys up and down real good with that head fake. So if he's not hitting it, hold on, AK Infinity. You say you hit the link, bro? Hold on, man. Let me check, bro. My bad, bro. Okay. What's up, AK Infinity? Hey, can you just lower your YouTube just a little bit? Can you hear me? Oh, this Third Coast. What's good, Third Coast? What's happening, bro? Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on, let me see. Can you mute your YouTube? Hey, can y'all hear Third Coast Alliance? Can y'all hear Third Coast? Let me know. They say your volume a little low, third coach. Let's see.
Volume a little low. Oh man.
Can y'all hear him now? Say something, third coach.
Testing.
Yeah, I think they say you better now. You better now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got my camera on the other app, but you can hear my voice. I can hear your voice. They can hear you too.
Yeah. Today I must admit that I mistook Matisse Thybulle for Tobias Harris. I don't know why I do that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense.
but nah, just really proud of these guys. Just like many people have said, a lot of these wins against these playoff hopeful teams have been very dirty, gritty wins. I think that's good. The ability for us to kind of be in a dogfight when the game is kind of sloppy and still eke out wins. I think that's an important thing to have for real. But really impressed with Sengun being able to play with 5 fouls for that long and just kind of give the best he can. And just a lot of people did really well. KPJ played some pretty good defense. Only thing about KPJ that I didn't like is 3 assists. Like double overtime game and only 3 assists.
Right.
I don't know about that, but
right.
But he stayed aggressive and he did get that a pretty good block on Harden. And and it did look like Silas made some adjustments, man. Made some good timeouts, try to prevent us from have some bad turnovers and make sure we had some decent possessions at the end. But yeah, no, that was a enjoyable win. Even though I felt like it shouldn't even been about overtime, but nevertheless, I'm glad that they stayed strong together and pulled it off.
So
even EG was pretty efficient.
Yeah, I didn't have too much.
He did have a couple of turnovers, but even he did pretty good.
Right. So, are you starting to warm up to Silas, or you still on a, I don't know, maybe like 50-50 yet, or what?
I'm still on a, that he's got like a C+. Like he's not like he's not out of it yet. Like every moment he puts Knicks in the game, and it's not, I understand that we have a shortage of point guards, but every time he leaves Knicks in the game, or it's clear that Garrison don't have it. Like, I love Garrison's hustle stuff. He got some pretty good shots up. I like that they were trying to get Garrison going, but man, after he missed that third shot,
yank him.
It's just yank him. Like, thanks, bro. You gave us 3 minutes of some decent hustle, but you get cooked out there. I think he was like a -7 or something. He had like the worst plus minus.
Yeah, he wasn't good. He was. Yeah, he wasn't good. Like you mentioned, man. Like playing Knicks so much almost make it look like you are trying to tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I just don't think Knicks is a NBA level player, man. And like you said, Garrison Matthews, if he's not hitting shots, what good is he? Yeah. If he's not hitting shots, don't just leave him out there and just to tank the whole lineup, basically. But yeah, like you said, Silas, he's been looking like he's been trying to win, man, and he's been pushing the right buttons. Have he been perfect? No, he haven't been perfect, but he's been better. You know what I'm saying? He's been better than I tell you like this. Last week I was so down on him to where I wouldn't care if he got fired at that time. This week is more like I'm 50-50. I can't argue with wins. You know what I'm saying? And I can't argue with at least progression and resolve. Like the guys seem like they are still fighting for him. Like once he loses the locker room, then I say yeah, it's time to go. But it looked like he's keeping these young guys engaged enough to actually start winning some games.
Yeah, I don't know. Just personally for me, like he's still about a C. Like he's not like he's not where Josh Christopher is, where he just seems like he's in the doghouse. He's not quite there yet, but I'm definitely looking at him.
Right.
Definitely looking at him.
Yeah, me too, bro. Let's get it. Let's see. Benny Mac says free Ukraine, free Tari, free Tata, free KJ. He want everybody free. Free Tiger King too, huh, bro? Sigga Mig says, I wish one day the Rockets get a real point guard and KPJ becomes an elite six man. See, that is with that. So that's what I want to ask you, third coach. Who do you blame? Stone or Silas or anybody for putting KPJ in this situation? Because I think we all know he's not a point guard by definition.
That's a good question. I mean, ultimately, I guess it's Stone, right?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like if you trade away some of these other guys that came along with us at the beginning during summer league, and you say, you know what, some of these guys had the potential to be a point guard along with Ty. You trade them away, and you basically leave us with KPJ or Knicks or Ty, and then you barely play Ty. And I understand he seemed like he was a little apprehensive or rough around the edges at the beginning, but you didn't give him those minutes, and then like a lot of EG play, a lot of I feel like a lot of that blame could go to both Stone and Silas, but Silas, he was kind of put in a rock and a hard place, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with you, but I would have to say, unless Silas personally is saying, I want KPJ, then I gotta say it's Stone. You know what I'm saying? Because I had mentioned to Frank in the pod, like, I think Silas just wants the best guard that he feels like can run his offense. Because at the end of the day, it's his offense that's being ran. So I think he's looking at it, if I can get the best guard in my offense for this offense, he'll maximize everybody else. And I think Stone is maybe saying, hey man, this guy we got for cheap, we got for dirt cheap. It's nothing but upside with him. Let's see how far we can get with him. Because if he break out, that's like the best deal in NBA history. If he becomes, a all-star type player, and you got him for basically a second rounder for nothing, that didn't even come up to fruition. So yeah, that's a very, very good deal. But the other flip side of that coin is, hey, this guy has the power, not the power, but they didn't put enough responsibility on him that way he can cradle the team as well. So it's like a fine line in between there. It really is a fine line in between there. So, but I would have to say, unless it's coming straight from Silas that he won't KPJ, then I would have to say it's a Stone problem. It's a Stone problem. Kenny S says y'all gonna leave KPJ alone. Sengun could be the sixth man. Man, y'all boys just relegating everybody to the sixth man role. I want EG on the sixth man role. That's who I want on the sixth man. Both of them can start if EG just drop down. KO King says Knicks needs to stay in the G League or go play in the YMCA or something. Yeah, he was good in the G League. Maybe that's just his level of play, I just don't like Knicks, man. Like, what about you, third coach? You like Knicks?
No, I'm not big on Knicks. I know when he was in the G League, he was torching dudes, 30-point games and stuff. But at the same time, it's kind of like what Frank was saying. Like sometimes that G League will inflate your stats. It's kind of suspect. So
Right.
you never know. But yeah, like Knicks, like professional hooper, like no doubt. But like NBA caliber, I don't know.
Facts. I agree. He haven't showed me enough. He showed me spurts, you know what I'm saying? He showed me he can shoot a 3 and he can make a second level read every once in a while, but he haven't shown me anything consistent enough to say he can be a true backup point guard,
Yeah.
He just make too many. Even if he goes out there and he plays exactly like he's playing without the turnovers, he might be all right. But he still do the turnovers, and his layup finishing is non-existent. He has no finishing package at all. So
yeah, I just rather see Ty out there and just get him accustomed. I think he's got like a little more size than Knicks, and just think he's quicker, faster hands, and I think he's just probably even a better defender. I mean, I just rather see Ty out there.
Yeah, I agree. Just give him you spent the first round, a true first round pick on Ty. He's not a first round caliber talent. How you trying to trick people into thinking Knicks is? He's an actual first round pick. You use equity. You got equity and to see him grow. So yeah, man, I don't see what the hesitation is. Like if Knicks was killing it, yeah, I see, but he's not. Like get Tata some minutes. There's no reason why he should be relegated when there's not nobody better than him in front of him. Truthfully, that's outright better than him. I think Tata can do just as good as Knicks is doing.
Like last year, I felt like they were hulling Garuba. Everybody wanted to see some Garuba. Everybody wanted to see him, and it's like, man, like Garuba was getting played last year more than Tata was this year. It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's been hulling Tata, man.
Yeah, I mean, because our guard rotation is just so crowded. That's why Eric Gordon needs to go. Eric Gordon go, that then you got a secondary ball handler spot open where you can slide in Tata, and Knicks needs to go. Then that'll really open up more minutes for Tata. So yeah, man, I don't know really what we doing with Knicks, man. I really don't see what's the end game with Knicks. Harden St. Clair says, nah, y'all getting in his head. GTFOH, he says, we like KPJ, but he's just not a facilitator. He's not a one, and he's not taking Jalen at the 2. He got to come off the bench or play him at the 3. That's what Cleveland did, and we called Cleveland crazy at one point in time. Like, why y'all got this man playing the 3? And it looked like that's basically what his game translates to be. More of an off-ball 3 and D type wing type guy that can occasionally play make. So we just giving him the whole plate and saying play make every time down, and it don't work because that's not how he's wired. He's not wired to set up. And backup point guard, and I quote you, he doesn't really have a handle. Who you talking about? Tata don't have a handle? I don't know. Joe Blue says Stone. Okay. Baba Shola says Tata needs more flesh, though. Need to be on a diet to gain a few pounds. Like I told Frank one time, I don't think nobody on our team that don't need to gain weight. Maybe Bruno and EG. I think everybody else needs to get stronger and fill out the bodies because they're kids. They got kids' bodies right now. I think everybody on the team needs to get stronger and needs to bulk up and get in the weight room this offseason, including Sengun. Yeah, but what do you think about that, third coach?
Oh, 100%, man. Like, I would love to see Sengun definitely like get stronger and fill up. Like I like his flexibility because he seems kind of wiry. I think like that will help him stave off like some types of injuries. Um, but um, but he does need to put on some muscle because he just gets when he goes against dudes like Nurkic and Steve Adams and what's the dude on the Clippers?
Zubac. Zubac.
Yeah, these dudes just gonna be pushing him around,
One thing he do get those type of guys in foul trouble too, but they also turn around and get him in foul trouble as well. Just like tonight, he did get Embiid in foul trouble. It wasn't really more him. I think it was more Jalen that got Embiid because I think he had to foul Jalen like 3 times going to the hole. So yeah, man, if he can get all those bigger guys, and he do kind of get those guys in foul trouble a lot. So maybe that can be one of his. I can't say go to because you depending on the referee to blow the whistle. You never know what type of referee you get. So yeah, if he get more muscle, he can actually start moving some people whenever he's doing those little turnaround fakes and stuff. Give him a body, boom, bump him, give you an extra 2 feet. So yeah.
Just need him to be just more resilient. Like he might not ever be able to completely match like someone like Zubac or Steve Adams or Jokic, but maybe he can resist some of the mid-tier size guys like Aiden and Bam Adebayo. People like that. I'm not asking him to stop like Julius Randle.
Right.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be moving Zion anytime soon.
No.
Facts. Here we go. What was Harden St. Clair says, Knicks, you said that about him when someone pointed out he's easy to trap. Yeah, Knicks is easy to trap. You and KPJ. We seen KPJ. We seen how Alvarado got in KPJ head when he was trapping them, doing all that little sneaky stuff, getting in his head, and it really bothered KPJ. If the opposing defense is really smart, they'll just start the game out by trapping us, man. And I swear we'll get down by 20 points quick because none of our guards can really break the trap. Here we go. Usagami. Usagami says that Sengun cost a pain turnover tonight. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, fellow. Can you enlighten me or go deeper with that one? Cause I don't know. Oso V, what's good? Thank you for joining the Chop Shop, man. He says Sengun kind of heavy a little bit though. I don't see it. Yeah, he just need to get stronger. He got the weight. He just need to get stronger. Leo Erdo, what's good? He says Sengun must practice 3-point shots and then be given more time on the court. I think he do need to at least take some threes because I think he just pass up too many. Like, go ahead and take them. We seen when he do take them, hey, he hit them every once in a while, but I think he's shooting like 19% from 3-point distance this year. So yeah, definitely he needs to. He'll become way more dangerous if he gets respectable 3-point shot. How you look at that, third coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about space on the floor, which is one of the things that's kind of annoying to see our guys. Like when it seems like they have a very good look, they'll just pass up the shot and try to get something going in the paint or in the mid range. And it's kind of like we're trying to space the floor here, and if you don't take those shots, they're going to continue to do the drop coverage, they're going to continue to clog the paint, and it's just going to make it hard for KPJ and Jalen Green to get downhill and score. Like you have to shoot. Like if they're giving you the shot, you have to make them respect you.
For sure. At least take them. At least take them. Because if they know you're not going to at least try to shoot it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got to at least take them to make the defense honest. Here we go. Ryan Jackson. Ryan Jackson said Sengun will be better than those other guys. Which other guys you mean? Hold on, I think we got another guest in here. Let's see. Oh, we got a. My bad. We got a couple guys in here, man. Why you ain't let me know, third coach?
Oh man, I've been seeing him in the private chat.
Woozy, what's good, Woozy?
Hello?
What's happening, Woozy? What's up, Frank?
Hey, what's good, bro?
What's happening, bro? What's good with it?
Chilling, man. Just got off the spaces on Twitter. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound a little low though, bro. Let me see.
Let me try to. I got it.
Yeah. Salute, Tank.
Hold on. Let me try.
Woozy, what's good, Woozy?
Hey man, how are you?
What's happening, Woozy?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to say, like, man, I don't care about point guards. I don't care about none of the numbers. I care about the progress that the players are making.
Okay.
You know? People are, trying to hurry too fast with all this stuff. You know.
Hey, real quick, whoever got space in the background, mute him. If you got the feed in the background.
Oh, I think it might be Woozy. Woozy, mute YouTube.
Oh no, that was me. Hold on, bro. I think it's me, bro. My bad. My ass over here talking about whoever.
Come on, Frank.
All right, go ahead.
All right, go ahead, Woozy.
Is it good?
Yeah, you good, bro.
Good,
All right. Yeah, man. All right. So, you know what? Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm oh no.
You was talking about the development.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. All right. All I care about is the development. Right now, these dudes are super young, right? Man, the younger they are, the more their game fluctuates, because they don't know what they're doing. They're weak, compared to how they're going to be later in the primes. They can't do all kinds of stuff, right?
Right. We get you.
But, man, as they get older, their game, starts to even out, just like with the numbers and all that. So right now the numbers don't matter as much as they will later on. The numbers are lying to us in a way, because it only tells part of it. You got to use the eye test consistently going through all these games. We're watching playing skills, trying to get them to go grow into trees. Right now, they're just little saplings, dude.
So your take is that we're pushing too hard these young guys?
Nah, I think fans are just getting too eager for later on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like right now, they can only do so much. They're learning how to read and process and react on options and all kinds of different things, right? Mm-hmm. They're physically incapable of doing certain things, like running a whole lot last year for Sengun. He would get tired, Alpi could only play for like 11 minutes and be gassed for like months into the season last year. Now he's doing so much better, right? But he still has struggles with things like, picking up his arms, jumping at the right time on defense. But those things are also partially, at least, tied into his effort, and that is partially tied into his stamina, at least somewhat.
Yeah, I get it. I think a lot of what the fans are really more upset with or discouraged with is how the team look more than half the time. Not that they're young and not that we really looking for victories. It's more that we know what type of talent we got and we should see more structure than what we do. I think that's more of what the fans really be, harping on.
I think they're kind of like rushing that because the structure is trying to teach these dudes how to read multiple options and do things. Game sense, right? Game sense is like understanding what's going on, right? You know game sense, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they're building their game sense, and that is harder than any physical thing. It takes time and all that, but they're not doing it in such a structure right now that like limits their ability to understand later. They're going through the hard times right now so that the later times are easier.
Yeah. You got any rebuttals on that, Frank?
No, I mean, actually, I agree with the big picture thing, because, like I said, we've talked about this already. It's like, at the end of the day, whatever we think this team is going to look like now is not what it's going to look like when we're competing. That's coaching, players, everybody. So I think people may get caught up in the micro of, these little things that may annoy them, but ultimately it probably won't be here when it's time. And even with the Kevin Porter thing, and I don't know if you guys talked about, I'm sure it came up. At this point, I mean, I'm not even going to put too much stock into his play or lack of decision making, whatever, because one, there's nobody else on the roster that can do it right now. And two, once they do get someone on the roster, he's not going to be the one doing it. I know for a fact that when we are competing, that's not going to be the guy that's going to determine who gets the ball in the closing minutes or what the players ran, because I know Stone and Silas are going to want to be able to keep feeding their families and getting these checks. So right now, I think they're okay with just, like he said, learning and growing. When it's time to turn up, like this little experimentation stuff, all that cute stuff is going to go out the window. They're going to bring in vets. They're going to bring in some guys that can get the job done because they're going to be playing for their job. And to me, it'd be foolish to see this, like your backcourt have 12 turnovers and say like, yeah, this is what it's going to be when it's time to go. So I think what we can take away from these games is like their effort, the heart they show, the resolve. I mean, some of the deep, like Kevin Porter blocking James Harden on a step back. Like these dudes are going to remember these games. When it's time to turn up, these are what you pull on. When you get your ass kicked in Denver, that don't really do nothing for you, man. You ain't, what I mean? You might, yeah, we got to do better. But when I'm pushing, and I got to see somebody, I got to see a Trae Young. I'm pulling back from when, we was playing them fighting tooth and nail last year. I remember what he liked to do. I timed James step back. I know where Embiid liked to get the ball in the block. I know he likes to go right, then go left. These games, you get to take a lot of data in, and also being able to make decisions in high leverage moments, to me, is more valuable than anything, bro. These are the gold of a rebuild. It's like diamonds, because you can't practice this, you can't simulate this, you can't teach this, you can't watch film on this. These games, you got to feel them, you got to experience them. And I think for the players, these past few games, they've been getting a lot of good experience. And to me, if they keep trending like this, not winning, just playing competitive basketball, even though they shoot themselves in the foot a lot, then they're building on, that's the foundation that you can say that, okay, let me add a veteran, let me add a draft pick, let me get better coaches or something. Then you can go forward from there and say that you got something going.
Yeah, I agree. I think just pulling out these type of victories against these type of teams, man, it really starting to probably turn some free agents to be heads already. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, these boys are competing with some of the best contenders in the league and beating half of them already. So maybe I can go over there, add a little of what I got to the mix, and we can actually be something in the future. So these games, yeah, they might not look good for the draft positioning, but as far as the league wide go, like veteran players and free agency, man, these are the type of games that they look at and say, hey, I see what they doing, and I can be a part of that.
These are narrative changing games, bro. You do a couple of these. I'm not saying, I mean, we could still be the worst team in the league, and we probably are going to be battling for that. Because y'all remember last year we won 7 in a row and still was a whole pack of ass finishing out the year. But it's just like you like to see the heart, because then when you're playing these guys, word get around. Like, their goal was to be a team that everybody hated to play. If they keep doing this, that's going to be the thing on them. Like, bro, you got to bring it, because they're going to play hard and they're going to make you earn it. And that's the type of culture that you want. And I can't, if Silas can pull this out the team on a nightly basis, or at least 80% or 70% of the time, then that's all you could really ask from a rebuilding coach. Because the X and O stuff, they're going to fix that when they get the guy that's going to take them to the next level. But for the rebuild, the assignment is build the culture. That's really all he got to do. And I think nights like this are great for culture.
Agreed.
Not even just nights like this, though, bro. Like, every single game from last season to this season and the off season, all these little things, they're piling up slowly. It's just drops of water, man. Filling up slowly.
Uzi, I'm gonna disagree, because I think you could also pile up bad things.
Yes,
like we
you
see
can.
with some other franchises. So just it has to be quality.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The bad things need to slowly diminish, and the good things need to keep piling up.
Exactly.
The good things I'm talking about, like the little good things, like when he came back, and whenever he did his little drive towards the top of the box or whatever, instead of just staying there and then taking a shot, he looked back, and he struggled to look back in green, but then he, as he developed that more, got more consistent, now he's doing it more easy, and they're gonna keep all the players doing little things like that.
Yeah, who Uzi remind me of? Drew. He sounds like he's making a case for organic learning, but he's not using organic learning as the phrase.
Because one of the things that like the Rocks can do, like when it comes to slowly getting rid of like the bad habits and the things that like are underperforming, or just have a routine of just not being that good of an asset, is find something to do with Knicks.
Oh man, so mad.
We got Brandon Simpson in here with us. Brandon Simpson, what's good, Brandon? Can you hear me, Brandon? You got a bad connection, Brandon. You in the red, buddy. Get closer to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, bro. Get off of that hotspot.
It's getting a little late for me, but yeah, thanks for
Third Coast. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Shout out, Third Coast.
Good seeing you, Tank.
Yes, sir.
Woozy.
Yes, sir.
That's the chat. Y'all use the restream. It's pretty intuitive, pretty straightforward. Yeah, don't be nervous about it, man. Use the restream if you drop the link. All right, y'all.
And nobody can see you. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, Third Coast.
Thank you very much.
Brandon, you back?
Brandon, you there? That boy in the Netherlands.
Brandon, you still in the red, bro. You still in the red.
That man getting his signal off a brick.
Get closer to your Wi-Fi, bro.
Brandon, flip it. Come on, bro. All right.
You on dial-up?
What did y'all? Yeah, it looked like he just fell off the thing.
Oh, here we go. He back.
What's
Hey,
up?
Brandon, what's happening?
What's good, bro?
Hey, what's the deal? It was a good, great game to watch.
Hey, if y'all not talking, mute your mic, because I think they said we get a little echo. But go ahead, Brandon. How you feeling about the game, bro?
No, the game was nice, but really how Silas' offense sometimes is just you can't take advantage of certain things as far as so many times you can just get it to him when we're just so sporadic, just running around and just. I mean, patented move with Jalen Green coming from side to side on the rim. I like that. That is a move he's going again, and he's getting success. He's getting fouled constantly doing that move. Man, overall, you can just see that in the right direction. Y'all go with it.
Nah, that's facts, bro. And I think that for him, to your point, I mean, there were a lot of misreads in the fourth quarter with with our guards, bro. A lot of misreads, like Jabari popping out on shots and not being seen. Screens being set where dudes are actually open, but the person doesn't pass on the ball, but instead drives into like a sea of bodies. But like I said, my view on that is that at the end of the day, they can correct that with just one signing, just bringing a guard, bringing somebody, anybody that will take the ball out of the Kevin Porter's hands, let him do what he got to do. My thing tonight, in them last seconds or 30, when it was under a minute, if I was Coach Silas, I don't even want to run any plays with Kevin Porter because that's a liability. I'm just telling bro, go get a bucket. Because to me, that's the easiest and most, probably the best option you got. Like, them all the plays, because I know y'all probably going to turn it over. Go score, bro. Just go. Don't think about nothing. Go score. And that's all they got right now. But, you know, I think also just the fact that they were able to play, like, good defense down the stretch. Him blocking James Harden shot on the step-back three was big. I think Alperen really – I don't know if y'all talked about this. Alperen playing Embiid, like, probably better than anybody else on the roster could. I mean, Embiid cooked Bruno, cooked Garuba, but Alp was holding his own. So, with 5 fouls. So, not only does he know how to play with fouls, this dude could actually play. It's just people forget that he's also a kid, too, that got to learn and get his stripes in. And playing the center position is probably the hardest position on defense to play, just like point guard is on offense, because as a center, you in charge of making, you see everything, and you got to make all the calls for everybody, and you got to be able to guard 2 people at the same time, especially on them pick and rolls. So I think them boys, they took, you know, it's good experience, bro. You know what I mean? And regardless of whether it's Silas here or not, I'm just looking at the players, and I'm seeing some good things from individuals.
Yeah, I'm really trying to not get too excited. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't nothing to be excited. It's just they had a good game. They could be the worst team tomorrow. Tomorrow we could look like Denver again. That's just how it is, bro. In the rebuild, so it's a roller coaster.
It's not that. It's just more that we starting to see. Actually, we starting to see the growth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's starting.
It's still, bro. Space. Remember, we went 7 in a row last year. I bet people bet we was making the playoffs last year. You could have put money on. I'm sure you probably bet some money that we was gonna make the playoffs. Somebody did.
Yeah, but it just feel a little different.
It's different.
Yeah,
okay.
Just because we still had vets. We still had, you know what I'm saying, Christian Wood. It just seemed different. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like we totally wiped the slate clean. You know what I'm saying? And then now we actually starting over again, but it's coming together a little bit quicker than what I expected from this team this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of expected KJ and, you know, KPJ to be all right. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, this a whole new squad than we had from last year. You know what I'm saying? And it's for us to win games against like, if we were just beating the Magic and OKC and those, you know, all of the lower teams, like, I say, all right, yeah, you know, we might not be, but we actually beating good teams. That's the thing that is really stirring inside of me. Like, man, bro, we actually winning against good teams.
Space, they say you got an echo, bro.
Yeah, I had fixed that.
Oh, okay.
Whenever we brought everybody in and somebody had the what's the name open, I got echo to y'all. Y'all can hear me?
You sound good to me on my end. I'm not sure about the audience.
Yeah. So, where Brandon go? Oh, he's still here? So, Brandon,
I'm still right.
Okay. I wanted to get your I don't know, because I think you was defending KPJ, wasn't you? Was that you in the chat defending KPJ?
Yeah, I've defended him before. I mean, look, the whole thing is right now you gotta go with KP. That's what you gotta do. There's nobody else to control the ball like that and just really kind of just set up the off. Bringing up Ty. I mean, if this was a blowout tonight, I think Ty would have got some minutes. When he's gonna get his minutes and to see if he can kind of keep the flow of the game and run that backup point guard and that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Woozy, what about you, Woozy?
I'll defend KPJ like this. I don't even want a point guard. I think we got two great combo guards, and that's the future. Think about how many people are going to be on a roster that's actually competing and actually playing. Like 8, 9 people, right?
Yeah.
Think about who's actually really playing right now. KPJ, Green, Jabari, Sengun, probably Tate whenever he gets back and Gordon's gone. Eason and KJ, that's 7 right there. They need a center. That's their biggest need for sure. Because we could see with Bruno how much they need some verticality and rim protection.
So
I would say, think about this, bro. Christian Wood was our best player last year, and he was playing off the bench in Dallas. So just to keep things in perspective of the NBA, a lot of these dudes on other teams wouldn't even start, bro. So I just think about that. And to me, the point guard issue is not really because of KPJ. It's because of Jabari. It's because of Sengun. It's because of Tari. Because in this offense that we run, the guards get to determine everything that happens with the team. And if you don't have a mind that's controlling the ball, you're going to undervalue a lot of the assets that you have. Jabari Smith Jr. is not just a catch and shoot player. You got to be able to find his spots, and you got to have somebody that has the intention to be like, I'm going to get guys organized. Hell, Jalen Green need a point guard sometimes because everything for him doesn't have to be so hard. KPJ, I loved how Jalen playmate for him a little bit today. So it's not really just to like take anybody's spot. It's to maximize everybody.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, though.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. You got to think about not just KPJ. You got to think about Jalen. You got to think about Jabari. You got all those 8 guys you named. Some of them
exactly what I'm thinking about, though.
Somebody to serve them on a plate.
I want them all to synergize together, more like the Suns game, where they're moving the ball at points.
Yeah, it's going to be a new offense, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It's going to be a different offense then, because the 5-out offense, your posts are going to be setting screens. They're going to be diving and popping or cutting. And if that's all Jabari Smith, your third pick, is doing, then we failed that kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. I need an offense with motion where guys are cutting. There's passing out the post. There's off-ball action. And they do a little bit of that stuff, but that's not their base. Their base is pick and roll, kick out, drive and kick.
What I see them working on, though, is their ability to read the opponent and react. They're really young, they're really inexperienced, and a lot of that youth is their main problem, right? Well, they're not where they're going to be, just like you said. They're going to be learning, right? I want them to have the ball in their hands, learn, go through the struggles right now, so whenever they're, later on, it's easier for them. KPJ, Green, I want them to be combos, man. I really do.
They can do that?
Yeah. And
you can have a combo guard.
That's what I'm saying.
You still need a point guard. I just, in this system that we run, you always going to need a point guard, bro. Because that point guard is, Luka was a baby when he came in. Luka's different. Trey Jones. If you go watch Trey Jones play the position, there's a difference there. There's some stuff in the position you can't teach, bro. It's like a quarterback.
Game sense. Yeah, exactly.
You can't teach the instincts of the game, bro. So even at their maximum level, Kevin Porter and Jalen Green as the ultimate combo guards, they're not going to be able to manipulate the game. People want to compare James Harden. If you guys watch James Harden, in Arizona State, this dude was dishing it off. He's been a killer with the passing, bro, since a baby. That's how you go watch his high school highlights, bro. This dude doing behind the back, he had that. Yeah, he was closing out the Spurs as a baby on OKC as the crunch time point guard. So he's not a comp for any of these dudes, bro. So it's really not. It's like asking Kobe to go be a full-time point guard.
I'm not talking about Harden. I'm talking about
That's what I'm saying.
These guys are young. They're learning. Game sense is one of the hardest things to teach. You know, that mental side. It's so hard to teach, right? It's
Fact.
So, and that's why they're learning. That's why I'm glad they're learning optional, like reading and reacting and all that stuff right now, where it's hard for them. And then later on, to build them up, you know, for later on.
I think Frank is saying more like James Harden. The reason why James Harden worked out that well, transitioning from shooting guard to point guard, is because he already had a point guard vision. He already had the point guard passing, just already naturally coming out. Some guys that comes out with it naturally have it, and some guys, when you try to force it on them, it looks forced. It look like, you know, it's not naturally given to him. And KPJ, I think, is the latter. Like it looked forced to KPJ to really be a true facilitator. No matter how much time he get, you know, playing point guard, some things are just innate in us, and he's an innate scorer. He want to score the ball. That's just what he does.
That's why I say combo, because they don't need a point guard. They need combos. I think point guards are dead. You know, point guards are dead. You know, but combos, I think, are the future. They don't need to be the entirety of the team. They don't. This isn't a heliocentric offense or whatever, right?
But it is, bro.
It really is.
Did you not watch Dallas?
They ain't Dallas. Man, they got sengun, they got Green, they got
same offense, bro. Kevin Porter Jr. is our Luka. Jalen Green is our Tim Hardaway Jr. Like, it's the same offense. They try to use Christian Wood as Kristaps Porzingis. Now they're using Sengun as the right. Bro, it's the, you know, I'll be breaking down the film. It's Coach Silas, bro. It's the same offense. We just don't have as good of players. We don't have the players, so the results aren't as good. Like, they had one of the best offenses in NBA history over in Dallas. And it's not a coincidence that the point guard is one of the probably the best young point guards since like Magic Johnson. You feel me? Yeah. So, and that's really my point. It's not that you're wrong. And to me, when I say point guard, it doesn't have to be like everybody want to use John Stockton, Chris Paul. Nah, bro, you need somebody that could close out the game and make the right decisions. The Warriors have Draymond Green. Different teams have different things. I'm going to tell you, like the Boston Celtics just went to the NBA Finals. And when they got to that stage, because the defense was so elite, they were able to make it through because of their defense. When they got to that stage, what broke them was the fact that they didn't have a point guard. As much as Marcus Smart had made growth, he's not to your boy Space Ghost point. It's not innate for him, and that was exposed. I know that's the highest field. That was exposed. And you know what they did with the first thing they got? Malcolm Brogdon. So with all due respect, bro, like, yeah, you right, but at the end of the day, you need one of those jokers on your roster. Because when it's tied up and it's, you know, whatever, if you ain't got one of you hope like Jalen turns into a Kobe or Kevin Porter turns into something. If you ain't got one of those cats on your team, you just need the guy that's going to get the ball to the right place, or at least get the play started correctly, or at least get the inbound pass. We were struggling to get the inbound, bro.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think any of these dudes need to be the best at what they do. Just good compliments to each other.
Kenny S. We got Kenny S in here with us. What's up, Kenny S? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
what up,
I can hear you.
What's good, bro? What's good, bro? What you feel about the game?
Man, I said I didn't see the game, man. I didn't see the game tonight.
Oh, you said you
didn't see it.
Damn, you missed a good game.
You was at work?
I was dashing.
Damn, bro, I would have been watching that hoe in the car. You tripping with my customer.
Facts. Facts.
But I just seen the stats and all of that, and even the games before, like the games we won against the playoff teams and stuff, like Yeah, like you might have KPJ have a bad game here and there. Like tonight, you had Sengun, he had a bad game here and there. Like I agree with I forget other dude's name.
Woozy.
Woozy.
Yeah, like they need time to grow. Like it pisses me off that other fans be like trade KPJ. Like why? Like for what? What do you like trade him for what? Like who else are you gonna use? Like you can't use nobody else. You ain't got nobody else. Like if anybody needs to be traded, it has to be EG. But that's taking forever. Probably will get traded. Sengun, he regressed to me from last year. He could at least something to shoot threes. Now he don't. Like I don't know if it's just like they told him to stop, or like like teams just like they leave him off like so many times when he's sitting pick and rolls, and like they expect him to be a passing big, but like the offense just doesn't move, like because he just doesn't shoot. He don't shoot the mid ranges. He don't shoot the threes.
Hey, one thing I would say that kind of starting to concern me is the lack of assists that he's getting. He's getting far more paint touches than what he usually get, and he averaged more assists last year than he is presently. So is he really either we're not moving and cutting for him, or is he using that that post up just to get his shot off, because that's the only way he knows that he can get his shot off?
Hey, Kenny, mute your mic when you're not talking. It'll give feedback. But yeah, I said the same thing on the Spaces, bro. I said the same thing because remember, Space, when we did the podcast on the over-under for the season, we had set the over for Sengun assists, and I think we both bet the over on like either 3 or 4 on the assist for bro, and I'm not sure what the hell going on with that, because to me, if he's not going to be able to like distribute the ball, then his superpowers is kind of taken away. That's what makes him different, you know what I mean? Than like what they were saying he was going to be like a buddy over in Sacramento.
Sabonis.
Because if all he does, Sabonis, all he does is post up, then he is just going to be like a Sabonis. What make him special is the baby jokic is the passing, bro. And to me, like that's been like, it's not concerning. It's just like, what the hell going on? Like, I don't know if he's just tunnel vision or they don't gel with each other. I don't know what's going on, but you got to also think the lineups last year he was playing with was a bunch of cutters like KJ and the backups. Those dudes they play a different style of basketball than basically he was playing with like the goon squad type dudes. Mm-hmm. And our starters, they don't really be moving like that. So yeah, I don't know. They need to figure something out where they can meet somewhere in the middle, but I feel like they play 2 different games. Like there's a game for him, there's a game for Kevin Porter, there's a game for Jalen, and I want an offense that everybody flows in and it's not forced. And the 5 out, because I know what they're trying to do is really a lot on the backcourt. They have to dictate every single thing, and when you have a center that wants to get post touches, it doesn't fit. The same thing happened to Kristaps Porzingis. This dude was called a unicorn in New York, went over to Dallas, and they turned him into a catch and shooter. Y'all remember Shaq and them was getting on him, talking about he needs to get in the post. But to the bros' defense, like the offense had him out on the perimeter shooting a bunch of threes. And when they did try to get him in the post, it looked weird because everybody would just stand around and watch him. Mm-hmm. So once again, guys, like, what do you want your players to be? I'm not arguing with anything like Kenny said or Woozy. Woozy is right, but to me, the system, we don't have players that the combo guards that you're talking about to run a Silas system that's similar to what they ran in Dallas. You need a big brain. You need a James Harden. You need a Luka. You need a Trae Young to be the point of attack on this offense, or it's never going to reach its full potential. Woozy, what you describing, bro? You describing a different type of offense. If we had two combo guards, like with Golden State, with like Steph and Clay, then you can get anybody that could pass the ball or a bunch of guys that could pass. Dudes cutting, they screening off of each other. Then yeah, you could have just a bunch of dudes that can play and just hoop and destroy teams just with your talents. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if you're going to be right, then we need a different system. If we got this system, you need a point guard. Like, you need that big brain point guard that can see the whole floor and make every single pass, or else you're going to be shortchanging your team, bro. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think
So let me read some of these comments off, bro. They catching up in the chat with us. Yusugami says we need Boston Celtics offense. Joe Blue says KPJ will score just as much off the bench. I believe that too. Joe Blue, he also says Luka is a true point guard, and that Silas's system needs a superstar. Our players are not there yet. That's pretty much what Frank is trying to expand on right now, saying that we need that big brain type of guy for our system to work. He also says that KPJ is a sixth man. Gary Banks says Sengun is 4 times better this year. So they disagree with Woozy saying that he took a step back. Or was that Kenny?
It wasn't me, man. I think he took a step forward.
Oh, okay. So that was Kenny.
I think he regressing a little bit with the shooting, man.
Definitely.
I agree with that.
Defense.
Yeah.
The defense stepped up.
I think all of them got a little better defensively.
Yeah, the defense, the free throws, Kenny, you got to give him that too. But the shooting and the passing has been concerning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I like Sengun. I do. I think he can be a starter, but at the most he probably is his what's his name? Zubac. He probably is just Zubac. Like,
you think?
I don't know.
So you really down on Sengun, huh?
No, I ain't really down on like Zubac is pretty good.
Nah, Zubac
nice.
pretty good. Zubac pretty good.
Yeah,
He
Zubac
had
is
a
pretty good.
2020 game, yeah.
Yeah, Zubac pretty good. Yeah.
Nah, but you capping, bro. But go ahead.
Here we go. YouTube, your average YouTube friend says he does not even getting the ball when he rolls. They are not using him as a hub or giving him elbow touches. I think that's about Sengun. I mean, they do hit him when he rolls. They have been trying to find him on the roll. Jalen does, especially, not KPJ. KPJ don't never hit him on the roll, but Jalen does as well. But speaking of Jalen, man, Frank, Jalen was running me hot. I don't know about you, bro. Jalen was running me hot until like the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter. Like that first half of the game and part of the third quarter, he was just throwing the ball everywhere, giving it up. He almost gave the game away. And something about these turnovers between him and KPJ, something's got to be fixed, bro. Do any of y'all have any solution to our turnover problem?
Man, it just happens. I just feel like it just happens. Like, it's just how the game goes. Sometimes they just don't see the court the same. Like, I know that happens. That's why I feel like that happens a lot with KPJ and Sengun. Like, as far as like the turnovers that they have, like it might register for Sengun and it might be off of KPJ. Like, it might have been a pass and like tip off his hand or something like that. He wasn't expecting the ball to come to him. You know, like little dumb shit like that.
Yeah. So we gonna just chalk that up to chemistry. They need more time together.
No, I think for Kevin Porter, you already talked about it. Jalen Green, his handles are just not great. He loses a lot of the ball trying to like dribble between traffic, or it's just like literally he'll just lose the ball.
He turned to slip and fall.
Yeah, like stupid stuff like that. Kevin Porter, his is like more mixed because he has a pretty tight handle. It's like he gets in trouble when he sees a read, but he doesn't trust it's not intuitive for him yet. And it's like you said, Space, you could see the bro thinking. And when he think, the defense see it. And a lot of times he get himself in bad positions because he does things without really planning out what he's going to do afterwards. And just going back to the talk about like what somebody that's more innate with the floor vision is, they dictate what you do rather than react to what you do. Like a floor general, somebody that's even like a Draymond Green, whoever you want to say, maybe not a point guard, somebody that's a lead facilitator, they are going to manipulate you based on their actions. And a good example, there's a video on OKC's website from when Chris Paul played there, and he was describing his reads in a pick and roll, and it was like a little film study with this little dude. And he was asking him, how'd you make this pass? It was like some throw pass he made. He said he was looking at the dude that's in the far corner. If he does X, I do Y. If he does Y, so sometimes I'm going to try to set him up. I'm going to make this dribble here. So when he commits, I already know where my passes are going to be. See, stuff like that is manipulation. But if you're going to go into a crowd of bodies like in a pick and roll or in a screen, and you're not sure what you're going to do, what you see is a lot of times bro pick up his dribble and then he get caught without nowhere to go. And it's like he's looking around, and he just kind of like lose the ball, or he try to throw a tough pass. It's just the game isn't slow down for him. Once he can get better at that. That's good news. You know, it's not going to be like perfect, but he can always improve on that. He just needs to know what he wants to do before he does it. But yeah, the turnovers are killer. I feel like they need a vet, bro. They just need a vet on the team to tell them like, nah, when you do X, don't do that. Like, don't go into a pick and roll and dive into your big man. Let him clear out first, because he's going to take that defender with him. When that defender comes with him, you got to pass wide open in that corner. So stop snaking the screen and destroying the action before it even starts, and just let it run, because that drive your big gonna give you is gonna draw in the corner for help. So little stuff like that, they just gotta like, I don't know who's telling them that. Who's the point guard on the floor, even if they're not starting, even if we have two starting combo guards, who's the vet that has nothing to lose like Eric Gordon? Eric Gordon got stuff to play for. Who's the guy that has no agenda, that can say, even though I can play and I can do this better than these kids, I'm here to help them. And I think that's on Stone to try to find one of those guys to come in for the team to help guide them to be the guards that they want to be when we are in the playoffs and trying to make these big decisions.
Yeah, I agree. Man. I agree. Let's see. Did you have anything to say on that, Brandon?
Nah, man, I'm losing that connection, man. I really was trying to just bring up how in the year, like, everybody wants a new center, and everybody's talking about point guard. Just looking at this next draft, I mean, Anthony Wallace, to be honest, for the defensive purposes, right there, and his core peers out there. I mean, I wanted Coffee Cockburn last year also. I mean, for that true backup center. And we don't groove, but he's really a power forward. Silas ran the double big so much last year, but he won't even try it this year. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah,
didn't he say he was gonna do something with that?
He seen us lose 15 games in a row, I guess.
Yeah, that boy learned his lesson.
Yeah, he shell shocked from that.
You remember that stretch, Space? Didn't he look like he was gonna die the next day?
He looked like he was ready to just quit. Really.
That boy, look, I was like, damn, bro, he probably need a welfare quit. Like, they should just fire him just to spare his. He looks sick. So yeah, I don't think he gonna run no double big no more, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You got feedback.
Who just jumped in? Kenny S.
Hey, Kenny, mute your mic, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna head out. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Who that, Brandon? All right, Brandon. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping it up in a minute, man. It's already 12:30. But let's go ahead and
you got feedback. Go ahead and
we about to wrap it up.
Probably.
I think that's one of y'all. Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Appreciate everybody for coming out as always and joining us at the Chop Shop, man. We pulling out some good victories. We seeing our young team growing. We seeing them get, their heads going in the right direction. Silas is starting to get a little bit of heat off of them. Appreciate you for Selena Castillo for joining us. Appreciate you. Sorry you came at the end. We about to hop off. You too, Merc1. I see you out here. Gary Bankston as well. Go Yo Falcone. See you too, man. Appreciate everybody for coming by. Joe Blue, our regulars, all our members. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody for subscribing. Hopefully next time we come in, we'll be discussing another win. Hey, I like this winning thing, man. I can't get enough of this winning type thing, man. So who's still in here with us? Frank, you want to wrap it up? You want to tell them where to find you at?
Yeah, I mean, they know where to find me at. Shout out to everybody for supporting the channel. Yeah, great game from the Rockets. I think, like I said, these games are valuable, stuff they can build on. This is experiences they can pull from next season and going forward. So for all the people that's like tank at all costs, get Wemby at all costs, I mean, to me, if you can't enjoy these type of games, then I don't know why you're a basketball fan, honestly, because you can still thread the needle and be in the lottery and still win the number one pick and still have good experiences with your team, because these type of games you can't simulate this, man. This is stuff that's going to give all them kids confidence going forward. So yeah, I wish every game was like this competitive, or they were in every game so they could learn their weaknesses and know what I need to work on. And this is how I feel when I got to make a free throw. This is how I feel. This is how I rebound after I miss a free throw. How do I come back and make that next shot? So, yeah, good game for them. Yeah, proud of the team. I think Coach Silas did his thing a little bit with the rotations and even trusting Sengun with 5 fouls to guard Embiid in the close game. That was a big step. So, I'm happy. Tonight was a good victory for the team.
For sure. Like always, man, tune in to the Chop Shop. Keep soaking up all this good Rockets content. We're going to keep bringing it to you as best as we can. Everybody out there, it's late night right now. Like I always say, love your family, hug them, kiss them. You never know when we going to be here, man. Enjoy everybody while they're here, and give everybody their flowers while you can see them, and they can enjoy it and smell them. So appreciate everybody. Let's go Rockets. We're going to see you on the next one.